I'm making this video to give you a very quick introduction to cognitive behavioral therapy, to give you a basic idea of the model, and then you can decide if it's something that's going to be useful for you or not. You're probably already aware that CBT is used for anxiety disorders such as stress, panic, generalized anxiety, and depression, but it's also useful for relationship and interpersonal problems. Or any time that you find that you're getting in your own way, CBT can be useful. And by that, I mean the self-talk inside your head. If you're always down on yourself, if you don't exactly support yourself, if you're highly critical of yourself, cognitive behavioral therapy can address this for you. It's based on the premise that your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors, the things that you do, are all connected. Let me try to give you a quick example. This is you at home browsing online and you've just found out that your dream job has been advertised. Now, if you're habitually a bit down on yourself, a bit critical of how you talk to yourself inside your head, if it's familiar for you to think, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm stupid, I'm a failure, who would employ me anyway? You're not going to feel all nice and light and fluffy in your body with thoughts like that in your head. Your feelings will match up with what's going on in your head. You could well be feeling very sad. You might even be angry at yourself for even considering that you could get the job. You could even take it a step further and imagine yourself at the interview, bombing out in the interview process, everybody else being better than you. They could all be laughing at you. And this is going to make you feel even worse. Now, with all of this going on inside your head, thinking the way you're thinking, you feel really bad at the minute. That's going to affect what you do. It's going to affect your behavior. You're not going to apply for that job at all, not when you can see how it's all going to play out. Now, all of these things are just going on inside your head, but they have real consequences in the real world. You don't apply for that job, and you might have got it. This is where CBT can help. It's not the event that makes you feel bad. So it's not the interview. It's how you think about it, how you interpret it that makes you feel bad. Let me just hammer that home. So you not applying for the job, not even giving yourself a chance, has nothing to do with the actual job itself. It's to do with all those thoughts inside your head, how critical you are of yourself, the I'm not good enough, I'm a failure, I'm worthless. Who would want to hire me? And how that all makes you feel. You're going to feel really bad in your body and you won't even have the motivation to apply for the job. If you can relate to any of this, your behaviours could be affected in different ways, not just jobs that you've missed out on, but there could be so many missed opportunities in your life, all to do with how you think about things. CBT can change the attitudes and beliefs that you have about yourself, the attitudes and beliefs that you hold towards other people, and the attitudes you have towards the world. Let me see if I can explain that better. If you go through life thinking that you're no good, other people are better than you, and that the world is out to get you, your options are really limited. And you can start to feel quite small and insignificant. CBT aims to give you a more realistic appraisal of yourself and other people in the world, based on reality as opposed to based on what goes on inside your head. That you're okay the way you are, you're good enough, you've been successful in many things. Other people like you. You have friends. And the world hasn't been that bad to you. I appreciate that that is quite a twee example, but hopefully you got the point that I was trying to make. You can really start to sabotage yourself, for want of a better word, by the thoughts that you have in your head. We call these self-limiting beliefs. If you choose to undertake cognitive behavioral therapy, it changes your belief systems. Now, it doesn't change all your thoughts into positive, flowery ones, because that's just not appropriate all of the time. Rather, it gives you a more realistic appraisal of what's going on in your life so you're not messing up things for yourself all of the time. So, how does it work? How do you get started? Well, there's different options open to you. You can meet with someone like myself, a psychologist, and do individual sessions. You might attend for 10, 12, 16 sessions. There's plenty of self help books. I don't have any on my site, but you can have a Google of that and see if you like any of the self help books. You can also do online therapy where you meet with a therapist online, or you can undertake online self-help courses like the ones that I have on have on my site. But ultimately, it's up to you, whichever you think is going to work best for you. Hopefully, this quick overview gave you a good idea of what CBT is all about. I think the thing to take away from it is that it's not a situation or event. It's not the job interview that causes you problems or makes you feel bad. It's how you interpret what's going on. It's all those thoughts inside your head, whether you're criticizing yourself or not, how you're feeling in your body. It's your interpretation of the event that can cause problems. But you can change that with cognitive behavioral therapy.